How did you do that? 'Cause I tried, it didn't work.
I hit that button. Ooh, John Alvarez.
Yeah, I just figured because this guy has 1-0, and I figured if I put 1-0 up there, you would say that he would be just one. He would be like 0-0. I thought that you would call him 0-0 because the rest of them are 0-0. Watch what you will. Wait, why isn't Jaden playing?
He has a torn groin muscle. It happened in the football game against Dewar.
He didn't get to play last year, did he? He had like a torn ACL.
Yeah, he had a torn ACL. He missed the season last year. Yeah. Well, first half of the season last year.
That's dumb. Why does the muscles have to be so natural?
ACL isn't a muscle.
I don't care.
One of our starters is out. The one down there in the cap.
Oh,
Yeah, he's out. He hurt his shoulder during our last football game.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I had it with football league. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That happened. Same thing last year. Tore his ACL during football season. First half of basketball season. That kid number 00 at the OPS tournament here. And like, I don't know how he plays at all. I can't even imagine. I'd be so afraid to jump or do anything like plant.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goodwell, Oklahoma and Anchor D Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University for this matchup between the Balko Bison and the Goodwell Eagles. The University, Oklahoma Panhandle State University, they share some facilities with Goodwell High School from time to time, and they're being gracious enough to allow Goodwell to host this game here at Anchor D Arena, which is a very nice arena here. It's set up for NAIA basketball, so the seating capacity is about 2,500 or so in here. They've limited the numbers to 200 fans, which is fine. There's plenty of room to spread out and everything, and the people have been great. I mentioned in the broadcast of the women's game that the media staff here for Goodwell High School has been absolutely terrific. They've been very gracious with information, helping us out as far as like finding, where we need to go and things like that. And they've been wonderful hosts, and Goodwell School District is to be commended for that. But manifestly, we have a basketball game here. The 3-0 Goodwell Eagles hosting the 1-0 Balko Bison. Both teams are undefeated. Balko ranked number 18 in the state. Still without Jaden Hall, who will be out for a few more weeks nursing an injury. Balko coming off a 57-46 win over Eric at Eric on Saturday, a game in which Peyton Mulberry had 20 points and Cole Cowan had 13. 16 points. I'm sorry. Cole Cowan had 15 points on his 18th birthday. Logan Taylor for the Bison was relatively quiet in the last game. I would like to see him get on track in this one. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the start of this matchup between a pair of undefeated teams, the Balko Bison and the Goodwell Eagles. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment on the Balko Bison Sports Network.
Check that out. They call them stick bugs there in Australia.
That's a leaf bug.
Yeah.
Our stick bugs look like sticks.
Yeah, we call them walking sticks here. We've got like 2,000 players. I don't know how I'm ever going to keep track of all this.
Tyler puts on his phone.
And now we're going to this to boys high school basketball game. We're talking about Bison versus the Goodwell Eagles. Introducing our Balko Bison. Number 0, safety, Balko Balko. Number 1, sophomore, Richardson Balko. Number 10, senior, Logan Taylor. Number 2, Adam Peace. Number 24, Snow. Now introducing your Goodwell Eagles. Number 0, a senior, Jordan Bowling. Number 2, a sophomore, Christian Maxine.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. We have the starting lineups for each team. First for the Goodwell Eagles, number 0 is senior Jordan Boley, sophomore number 2 Christian Galcine, senior number 3 Tryon Grice, senior number 22 Kyle Franklin, and sophomore number 23 Abella Espino. For the Bison, we have Cole Cowan, Braxton Fowler, Logan Taylor, Adam Creason, and Peyton Mulberry. We're getting ready to jump, and we have the start of this game. Jump is controlled by the Bison. Bison in the maroon jerseys with white lettering, white trim. Going from left to right across your screen, Goodwell in their white with gold lettering and purple trim. Three-pointer from Cole Cowan is off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Galcine. Coming quickly back the other way is Jordan Boley. Boley being guarded by Cowan. Driving into the lane now is Abella Espino. Back out to Boley. The Boley shot is off, rebounded by Goodwell off the front iron. Once again, rebounded, fought for, and another offensive rebound by the Eagles. Back over to Boley. Boley near the top of the key, passes over to Franklin. Franklin hands it off to Galcine. Galcine loses the ball quickly, but gets it back. Tryon Grice now with the ball, passes over again to Espino. Espino passes back to Boley. Boley's up by the circle, resets the offense for the Eagles. A minute in, there's no score here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. Espino looking over to the coach for the play. Gets over to Tryon Grice. Grice with the ball up at the top of the key, being guarded loosely by Mulberry. Back over to Boley. Boley being guarded by Cole Cowan. Back up to the top of the key now. Fights through the screen. Does Cowan. Driving into the lane. The shot is around the rim and no good. Rebound by Mulberry. And the Bison have their first possession of the first half. Mulberry with the ball. Gets over to Cowan. Cowan at the top of the key. Driving into the paint. Goes around the double team. Pass over Logan Taylor. Wide open three. In and out. No good. Quickly coming back the other way are the Eagles, and Kyle Franklin has the ball. Being guarded by Adam Creason. Over to Jordan Boley. Abella Espino with the ball, being guarded by Fowler. Over is Franklin. Franklin's drive is around the rim. No good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Mulberry looking to get rid of it. Can't. Loses it. Decides to take it himself. Fights through 1-2 defenders. And they'll call a foul on Goodwell, number 0, Jordan Boley, the senior. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. It will be Balko ball. Each team has one of their starters out. Kyler Quintana is out for the Goodwell Eagles with an injury sustained during football season, and the same is true for Jaden Hall, who is out with an injury sustained during football season. Mulberry with a strong move into the paint, and that is good. The first points of the game belong to Peyton Mulberry, and it is 2-0 favor Balko. 5:40 to go. Wide open shot by Grice, hard off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Cole Cowan. Cowan with the ball. Fights it away from the Eagle defender, passes it up to Adam Creason. Creason driving into the lane, being guarded by Grice. Drives into the lane, passes over to Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry, a long three-pointer off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Espino. Espino coming quickly back the other way, being guarded by Braxton Fowler. Almost a frenetic pace to start this game, but not too many points. Down to Franklin. Franklin passes it over to Espino. Espino's 12-foot jumper misses everything. Mulberry with the rebound gets it, gathers slowly, and Cole Cowan now starting to come back. It looks like Balko now wanting to slow the pace just a touch. Cowan being guarded closely by Jordan Boley. Backing Boley down is Cowan. Cowan goes around the screen set by Mulberry, passes over to Creason. Creason's long three-pointers off the side of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Franklin. Coming quickly back the other way are the Eagles. 4:43 left to go here in this game. Driving into the lane, an offensive foul on Tryon Grice. That is his first personal foul. Second team foul. And it will be Balko ball with 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. 3.5 minutes into this game, 2 points being scored. That'll tell you what kind of physicality we're going to see in this one. Double team in the backcourt is Cole Cowan. Cowan passes through it, and the ball is stolen. Goodwell recovers it. Ball's loose, picked up by Boley. Now down into the paint. Grice goes up for the shot. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Cowan, and it will remain with Goodwell. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 your score. Espino inbounds it to Boley. Boley fakes the three. Passes back out to Galcine. Galcine with the ball driving in, hands it off to Grice. Grice has an open lane into, passes it out. Now the three-pointers off the back iron. No good. Rebounded aggressively by Mulberry. Mulberry with the ball passes over to Creason. Creason to Cowan. Cowan double teamed in the backcourt again. Long outlet pass to Fowler. Fowler now driving one-on-one, one-on-two, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Grice, coming quickly back the other way. 4-on-3, Grice goes up for the shot, and it is good. Nice shot by Tryon Grice. And the score is now tied at 2 with 3:50 to go. Double team in the backcourt again. Cowan with the ball. Gets it up to Fowler. Fowler fakes it back over to Cowan again. Cowan with the ball gets it up to Creason. Creason cross-court pass to Taylor. Taylor being guarded. Passes over to Cole Cowan. Cowan between the circle and the top of the key. Being guarded closely by Jordan Boley. Now being defended by Franklin. Pass over to Logan Taylor. Long three by Taylor off the side iron. No good. Rebound by Tryon Grice. And we have a foul on Balko. Foul will be on Adam Creason. That's his first team foul. A lot of extremely physical play in the early going of this one. Coming into the game for the Eagles is Ben Schreiner, and into the game for Balko is Mason Romju. Goodwell to inbound on the far sideline in their backcourt. Boley brings the ball slowly across the timeline. Hands off to Espino. Espino goes around the screen. Long three-pointer off the front iron. No good rebound by Boley over to Grice. Grice being guarded by Mulberry. Goes up. The shot is over Mulberry and good. Tryon Grice with his first basket, and Goodwell now with his second basket, and Goodwell now leads by a score 4-2. Taylor splitting three defenders. Was deflected and turned over. Aggressive play, and we have a traveling violation on Goodwell. And Grice is slow to get up and grabbing his knee. And those non-contact injuries are always very concerning to see. You hate to see that. He had a jump stop and very quickly stopped, and he's not putting any weight on that leg, and you got to hope it's just a cramp. Because, man, you hate to see anything worse than that. Balko with the ball. Logan Taylor with the ball. Steps out of bounds. It will be a turnover again, and Goodwell basketball. Goodwell's defense is just stifling here in the first 5 minutes of this one. 4-2 your score favor Goodwell, 2:40 to go here in the first period. Jordan Boley with the ball slowly across the timeline. Over to Espino. Espino with the ball, still with the ball, passes down into the paint. The shot is up off the glass and good. Christian Galcine, and it's 6-2 favor Goodwell. We have a timeout to Balko. 6-2 your score in favor Goodwell. 2:24, 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. 2:24 left to go here in the first quarter. A very fast-moving first quarter where the Goodwell Eagles lead the Balko Bison by a score of 6-2. The defense from the Eagles has been absolutely stifling. Logan Taylor, long inbounds, deflected out of bounds, will be Balko Bison basketball on the near sideline, knocked out of bounds by Victor Ramirez, who is now checked into the game. Romju looking to inbound. The ball is deflected and stolen by Boley. Boley driving into the lane, around the rim, no good. Putback is up and good. Trying to see who that was. I think that was Ben Schreiner. 8-2 now the score. Cole Cowan double teamed in the backcourt, pass up to Mason Romju across the timeline. Mulberry with the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Putback is hard and no good. Romju with the rebound, but sends it to nobody in particular. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will be Goodwell basketball with under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8-2 the score, favor Goodwell. Ball brought slowly across the timeline by Boley. Pass is deflected but picked up by Schreiner. Pass over now to Christian Galcine. The shot is up, no good. And for the second time, Logan Taylor goes for the rebound and steps out of bounds. A minute 37 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-2 the score. And the pace in this game really is something that I would describe as frenetic. It's been almost out of control. I think the difference so far is that Goodwell has been able to control their pace a little better than Balko so far. Over to the free throw line, extended, driving into the lane. Now the shot is up, and an offensive foul. As the officials say that Mulberry was planted in the lane, so we'll have a foul on Jaden Harold. That is his first personal, third team foul. It will be Balko basketball. A minute 22 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-2 the score. Cowan with the ball, double teamed again up to Mason Ramju. Ramju with the ball, brings it across the timeline. 2-on-2, fakes the pass over to Mulberry, back to Creason. Creason driving into the lane. The shot is around and in. Nice shot by Adam Creason. And the score is now 8-4. One minute left to go here in the first quarter. Galcine with the ball, being guarded by Taylor. Pass over to Ramirez. Ramirez with the ball, fakes the shot. Pass is deflected, picked up by Ramju, and Balko coming back the other way. 45 seconds quickly into the front court. Creason looking to go. Floater is good by Adam Creason. 8-6 now the score. 4 points for Adam Creason. 36 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. As Galcine brings the ball slowly across the timeline, again being guarded by Logan Taylor. Pass over to Schreiner. Schreiner with the ball, driving now into the paint. Dribble drive now for Ramirez. The shot is off the side of the iron and no good. Out of bounds, off of Balko. Will be Goodwell basketball. 19 and a half seconds to go here in the first quarter. 8-6 your score. What has been a very entertaining first quarter, very aggressive first quarter. And the officials letting them play for the most part. There's a lot of contact that they're not calling, and that's not always a bad thing. Boley with the ball, gets the ball right back. The shot is off the front iron, no good. Cole Cowan with the rebound, 12 seconds left to go. Double teamed in the backcourt. Spins out of it, crosses the timeline, 8 seconds left to go. Cowan driving all the way in through 4 players, goes up for the shot, and they'll say it was on the floor, but he was fouled. Interested to see who they call it on. The foul is on Jaden Harold. That is his first personal foul. Correction, his second personal foul. 5 seconds left, inbound to Mulberry. Mulberry driving in, double team, triple team, goes up for the shot, and he is fouled on the shot. With 2 seconds to go here in the first period. Goodwell foul on Ben Schreiner. That is his first personal foul, third team foul. Peyton Mulberry at the line to shoot 2 free throws. 2.0 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 8-6 to score. Favor Goodwell. First shot from Mulberry is on the way and good. And subbing back into the game for Balko is Braxton Fowler, letting Adam Creason have a seat. Mulberry with the ball now, awaiting his second free throw. Shot is on the way, off the back iron, no good. Rebound is loose. Goodwell gets it, and that will be the end of the first quarter. With the score, Goodwell 8, Balko 7, in what was a very entertaining and aggressive first quarter of play. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. A very pleasant good evening to you all wherever you may be. Goodwell leads Balko by a score of 8-7 here at the start of the second quarter. Goodwell to inbound on the far sideline. Abel Espino with the ball, passing it off. Over to the elbow now, top of the key is Langford. Langford with the ball, passes back over to Galcine. Galcine with the ball, backs it up, being guarded loosely by Fowler. Passes over again to Peyton Langford. Langford with the ball. Passes over to Schreiner. Schreiner with the shot around the rim. No good. Ball is loose. Offensive rebound, and Goodwell will reset. Goodwell has done so good on the offensive rebound here so far in this first half, and that's something that Balko's going to have to keep an eye on. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it will be Bison basketball. 7.5 to go here in the second quarter. Fowler inbounding it to Cole Cowan. Cowan once again double team, long pass to Ramju. Ramju passes it up to Mulberry. Mulberry, the layup is off the iron and no good. He had it, and I think he kind of second guessed himself just a touch. Goodwell quickly into the front court, and they travel with it. So a traveling violation after a turnover. So back-to-back turnovers for the Eagles here to start the second quarter, and Balko gets the ball. Inbound to Cole Cowan. Double team again. Up to Mulberry this time. Mulberry has the ball over to Creason. Creason deflected it to no one in particular. Braxton Fowler, long three, in and out. And we have a foul on Balko. That's going to be Adam Creason, and that will be his second personal foul. So 2 fouls on Creason, and that is the second team foul. Goodwell jogging the ball across the timeline is Espino. Espino pass it off now to the free throw line, extended, now down to the baseline, and we have a blocking foul on Peyton Mulberry. First foul on Mulberry. That's the third team foul. It will be Goodwell ball inbounding underneath their own basket. 6:44 left to go here in the second quarter. The second quarter starting out much like the first did, where it took like a long time to get any points on the board. Logan Taylor subbing into the game for Mason Ramju for Balko. Inbound off to the wing, now up to the free throw line. A 16-foot jumper is up and good for Kyle Franklin. For Franklin, that's his first basket. And it's 10-7 now. Long pass. Mulberry can't save the long outlet, and it turns over to Balko. Subbing back into the game now for the Eagles is Jordan Boley. 10-7 your score. Favor favor Goodwell. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the ballgame. Good to see Tryon Grice back on the bench for the Eagles, but he is on the end of the bench, and his leg is being iced pretty handily, and I hope his injury was not as bad as it looked like it was. Goodwell with the ball now into the front court. Galcine has the ball, fakes the pass over Taylor, driving into the lane, splits through 2 defenders off the side iron, no good. The ball is loose, out of bounds, and they will say it was off of Mulberry. Mulberry getting visibly frustrated so far here in this one. Goodwell long inbound. The jumper is off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Mulberry grabbed. They're going to call a tie possession, and it will be Goodwell basketball. Correction, it will be Balko basketball. A little bit of confusion as to who gets the ball. Logan Taylor inbounds it to Braxton Fowler. Fowler being hounded in the backcourt, and the ball is stolen. And he is fouled on the shot. So the foul is on Braxton Fowler. Abel Espino will be at the line to shoot 2. Fowler, that's his first personal foul. 4th team foul for Balko. Espino's first shot is off the back iron and no good. Score remains 10-7. 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. The second free throw by Espino is up and in. Inbound to Cole Cowan. For Espino, that was his first point. Into the front court still is Cowan. being guarded by Boley. And the ball is stolen by Espino. Espino driving in, has a wide open layup, and that is up and good. 13-7 the score. Balko getting very sloppy with the basketball here in the second quarter. Long pass up to Creason driving in, pass over to Logan Taylor. Logan thought about the three, fakes it out, pass up to Cole Cowan. Long three from the top of the key, off the back iron, no good. Rebound is out of bounds, will be Goodwell basketball. Nothing falling for Balko on their end, and everything starting to fall for Goodwell on the other end. 5:21 to go here in the first half. 13-7 the score, favor Goodwell. Franklin with the ball. And we have a foul away from the ball on Balko. Number 32, Adam Creason. That's his third personal foul. So three fouls on Creason. I have a sub coming into the game for Balko, Mason Ramju. Goodwell with the inbound on the far sideline, down into the paint. Schreiner with the ball, passed it off, and the shot by Boley is up and good. Boley with his first basket, and the Eagles now up by 8 with under 5 to go here in the first half. Cowan with the ball being double-teamed near midcourt, pass over to Mulberry. Mulberry with the ball back out to Cowan. Cowan looking for the play from Coach Regier, has the ball being backed down by Jordan Boley. Tries to go through the Mulberry screen, does not take it, passes over to Fowler. Fowler with the ball, the free throw line extended, passes the ball, it's deflected, and he steps and Espino steps out of bound. Nice aggressive defensive play by the Eagles on there, and that just, it didn't pay off for him that time. Cowan looking to inbound now on the near sideline. Into Mulberry. Mulberry has the ball being double teamed. Now triple team, goes around it. The shot is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Coming quickly back the other way is Jordan Boley. Boley cutting across, being guarded by Ramju. Spins around, goes into Cowan. No foul call. Offense rebound, but he turns it back over. And now a wide open three is off the back iron. No good. Ball still loose. Another offensive rebound. And another foul on Mulberry. Oh no, the foul is not on Mulberry. The foul is on Mason Ramju. That will be Ramju's first personal foul, 6th team foul. And they're going to say that was on the shot. So at the line for Goodwell is Kyle Franklin. First free throw is around the rim and no good. 15-7 the score, favor Goodwell. Balko's completely out of sorts here in the second half. Second free throw barely draws iron. Cowan with the rebound, being double teamed underneath the rim. Cowan with the ball. And we have a foul on Goodwell, number 24, Victor Ramirez. That will be his first personal foul. And the 16 foul. So we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way on fouls for both teams. Almost halfway through, approaching the halfway point through the second quarter. And the ball is turned over in the backcourt, stolen, and Jordan Boley lays it in. 17-7 the score, favor Goodwell. And Balko just not able to do anything. Mulberry with the ball in the front court. Double team, the soft jumper is in for Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry now with 5 points to lead Balko. 17-9 the score, 3:38 to go here in the first half. Boley bringing the ball slowly across the timeline for the Eagles. Being guarded at a distance from Fowler, hands the ball off. Over now to the top of the key is Christian Galcine now driving into the paint, driving into Mulberry. Shot is up and good. Another basket for Galcine, that's 4 points for him. Turnover in the backcourt. Goodwell with the ball. Annabelle Espino lays it up and in. So 5 points for Espino And it is a rout in favor of Goodwell so far, 21-9, 3:07 left to go here in the first half. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment.
They're just going to let him run over him. I mean, there's nothing we can do.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma, where the Goodwell Eagles are dismantling the Balko Bison right now. 21-9, 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Cowan with the ball in the backcourt. Double team comes near the timeline, pass over to Chisholm Freeman. Freeman with the ball, passes it back up to Cowan. The pass was deflected, but Cowan has it. And a reach-in foul by Jordan Boley. That will be his second personal foul. And will be a 1-and-1 for Balko here with 2:53 to go. Cole Cowan will be shooting the 1-and-1. Subbing into the game for the Eagles is Ben Schreiner, replacing Kyle Franklin. So Cowan gets the ball. First free throw is up and in. For Cowan, that's his first point in the game. Second free throw is up and also good. So a pair of free throws for Cole Cowan. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. 21-11, the score favor Goodwell. Across the timeline, hands the ball off to Ramirez. Ramirez with the ball, passes it in. Mason Ramju with the ball, being double teamed, pass over to Logan Taylor. Logan Taylor with the ball, being chased very closely by three players, drives into the lane. They call a charge on Logan Taylor. And so offensive foul on Logan Taylor. That's his first personal foul. It will not result in free throws because it was an offensive foul, but it will be another turnover. 2:35 left to go. 21-11 the score. Goodwell slowly bring the ball across the timeline. Christian Gaucine with the ball, passes it over. Now to the free throw line extended as Jordan Boley has the ball being guarded by Fowler back up to the top of the key. Now down to the baseline. Driving the lane, and the 12-foot jumper is around the rim. No good, but they're going to call a foul on... looks like it's on Cole Cowan. No. Foul is on Peyton Mulberry. That's his second personal foul. And at the line for Goodwell will be Victor Ramirez shooting a one. No, they'll probably call that shooting two. Oh, no, I guess they call 1-1 off the back iron. Rebound, offensive rebound. The ball kind of pops out of bounds, and it will remain down here with Goodwell. 2:12 left to go here in the first half. 21-11, the score favored the Eagles. Goodwell inbounding underneath their own basket. Up to the top of the key is Ramirez. Ramirez with the ball. Dribble drives around. Passes it off. The fake three by Boley. Passes it in. Now stolen by Taylor. Taylor driving in and is being double teamed, and he was fouled near the midcourt stripe. Goodwell foul on number 23. That's Abel Espino. That will be his second personal foul. And subbing back into the game for the Eagles is Kyle Franklin. Also subbing into the game is Jaden Harold. At the line for Balko, shooting a 1-and-1 is Logan Taylor. Taylor, usually a reliable free throw shooter, and the Bison could really use his points right here at this juncture. Down by 10 with under 2 to go. First free throw is around the rim and no good, but they'll say the rebound was off of Mason Ramju, And so it will be Goodwell basketball with 1:57 to go here in the first half and a 10-point lead. Goodwell. Boley bringing the ball slowly across the timeline. Passes over to Schreiner. Schreiner with the ball. Passes over to the free throw line extended. And Harold. Harold has the ball loose on the floor. Deflected out of bounds. And it will remain with Goodwell. Goodwell to inbound on the near sideline. I thought it was pretty clearly out on Balko, but the coaches were arguing it pretty vehemently. The shot is up, blocked out of bounds. No good. Will remain with Goodwell. 1:35 to go here in the first half. Inbounding underneath their own basket. Long inbound out to Schreiner. Schreiner with the ball. Passes over to the wing. The long three-pointer is off the front iron. No good. Rebounded. And a takedown. I think in wrestling that would get you 2 points. Well, I guess we'll find out here in a minute if it'll get you 2 points. I guess we'll find out if it'll get you 2 points in basketball. So Peyton Mulberry heads to the other end to shoot a 1-and-1. And subbing into the game for Goodwell is Victor Ramirez, replacing Ben Schreiner, who's been quite active, although he hasn't necessarily contributed a whole lot. Statistically, he's been very active in this game. So Mulberry with the 1-and-1. Here comes the front end on the way, and good. 6 points for Mulberry here in the first half. And it's 21-12 with 1:28 to go. The bonus now coming for Peyton Mulberry. Has the ball. The shot is on the way and good. And, man, he has just such a pure-looking shot. 21-13 to score. 1:23 to go here in the first half. Galcine with the ball near the circle. Passes it over. Now down to the free throw line. Back over to Galcine. Pass down to the paint. Harold has the ball, driving in on one, driving in on two. Passes it out now. Ramirez passes it back over again. A long three-pointer is off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Mulberry has the long pass to Fowler. Fowler going one-on-one. Stops, circles around. The shot's off the front iron. No good. Rebound still loose. Gathered by the Eagles coming back the other way. It's 3-on-4. And now 5-on-4. He has numbers if he wants them. The shot is up and no good. Rebound by Fowler over to Callan. Callan with the ball coming quickly into the front court. 3-on-1 if he wants it. And an errant pass. And it'll be a turnover on a fast break. And those are the mistakes that in a game like this you just cannot have. 39.4 to go here in the first half. 21-13 the score, favor Goodwell. Goodwell coming slowly up the court. Galcine walking it across the timeline. Passes over to Espino. Espino back to Galcine. Back over to Espino again. Now over to the free throw line extended. And Franklin has the ball. Holds it high above his head. Passes back over. Now down to the free throw line. Back over again to the extended free throw line. And up to the top of the key. Looks like Goodwell content to pass it around and take the last shot. Here to the free throw line is Harold. Harold passes it back out and stolen by Fowler with 9 seconds left. And it's stolen back by Goodwell with 6 seconds left. Coming quickly the other way. A long three-pointer is off the front iron. No good. Loose. Shot blocked by Mulberry. And that's going to be the end of the first half with the score. Goodwell 21, Balko 13. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment.
Give it to him, Coach.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
That's a technical foul.
No, it's not.
If I say it's a technical foul, it's a technical foul.
What system are you guys using?
Squirrel.
I don't think it's a squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah, no, we're using squirrel.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you guys use?
Streamlabs.
Okay, cool.
But we're having a lot of issues right now.
So we use squirrel, and like we had a lot of issues at first, but once we got the system up and going, It's really good. Like, we love it. Like, and we use it for everything. Like, we use it for football, we use it for basketball, we just use it for a Christmas concert. Like, we can use it for everything.
Right, we use this for the Christmas concert. We just started this with the basketball game. I think it's just getting the bugs out.
Yeah. And I think that was our deal too. Because once we finally got it figured out, it works great, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this was free, so.
Yeah, this was not. This was not.
I have been joking with them about getting a TriCaster, but those are.
Dude, what's the what's the one they use? A lot of people, if they just do audio, like if they were just doing like a radio broadcast of it, they use GarageBand, and because like they can mix it however they want to, and they get like a perfect sound. And
I'm trying to find somebody to announce it, but I can't find anybody really.
Well, have you talked to Ty McBride, the guy who does football? Because I don't think he does basketball, and I bet he would be good for you guys. Ty McBride, Mr. McBride out of Texas.
Oh, okay.
Because he does football for you guys. And so like I bet he would, because I don't think he does basketball. I think they have students that do basketball. I'll talk to him.
I know a guy that does all of our stuff. Like, he used to do it, but right now we're sort of trying to get it because he can't go to every game.
Right. Okay.
I know if he goes to my church, he does stuff at our church.
Okay. Cool. All right. Awesome.
But I'm like, well, he's like, I would ask him a couple questions. I think what he does, I don't think they have announcements for him.
Oh.
It just gets confusing.
Yeah.
Are you liking the gym here?
I like it. Well, I teach here. I teach at Penn State.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So yeah.
I thought you did the...
Okay. So I'm the band director at Balko, but I'm also the drumline instructor here for NOPSU.
I was... Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm here. I'm in this gym all the time, but I hadn't seen it since they redid the floor. It looks really good.
I came in here the Eric games. I was doing this.
So you guys played Eric?
Yes.
That was who we played last week.
Oh, yeah. Love with Eric.
Yeah, we played him in Eric, and that was interesting. They didn't have any internet, and so like I had to do it like I had to.
Oh, y'all had to go there.
Yeah, and like so we had to like I recorded it just like on my phone, like I was shooting like a video at the house, and then I had to post it later. It was awful. It was so bad.
Yeah, we're just...
Yeah. Well, and I called a couple football games for you guys last year when Mr. McBride was out. He called me up and asked me to do a couple of the games. The game that was here against
Yeah, I wasn't doing this.
Hobart, maybe.
Hobart, yeah. Hobart was here.
Yeah, because that was here. And then he asked me to do another one. I wasn't able to. But yeah, I've done engagement before.
Yeah, but really lucky everywhere we go, there's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's when I heard that we were coming here. I'm like, sweet. Okay, I know they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I know they have Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know it was all.
We were sitting there like, no one making a camera.
Yeah, no, that was less fun.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwell, Oklahoma, for this matchup between the Balko Bison and the Goodwell Eagles. Goodwell leading Balko at halftime by a score of 21-13. Goodwell with a very balanced attack in the first half. Abel Espino leading the way with 5 points for the Eagles. Jordan Boley with 4 has a pair of fouls, however. Christian Galcine with 4. Tryon Grice with 4. More about him momentarily. Ben Schreiner with a basket and Kyle Franklin with 2 points for the Eagles. For for Balko, only 3 players have scored. Peyton Mulberry with 7 points for the Bison. Adam Creason with 4 and Cole Cowan with 2, and that's the extent of the offense for the Bison in the first half. Goodwell just had a suffocating defense, and Coach Regier was pretty upset with how suffocating it was, had some words with the officials at the end of the first half, and everyone walked away. It didn't seem like anyone got mad at anybody, so we'll see what happens in the second half. The referees were pretty content to let them play, though, in the first half. Even though there were a lot of fouls called, there were a lot more fouls that could have been called that weren't going both ways. And I do want to say, I want to be very careful in saying the referees were not biased at all. They were just letting a lot of stuff go. There was a lot of pushing, a lot of bumping going down in the paint, and they just said, you know what? Nope, your big boys down there, you can take care of it yourself. And so they just let them go at it. And unless it was just completely egregious, they really didn't call much. Going back to Tryon Grice, about halfway through the first quarter, there was a loose ball that went into the backcourt, and he tried to go get it. And he had a jump stop move that he made, and his right knee kind of buckled as he went back. And he went down immediately and immediately signaled for the bench to come over and help him. He hopped off the court on his own power. He was not able to put any weight on it. Has not been back in the game since, and he's been on the end of the bench with a big ice pack on it. And you always worry when you see those non-contact injuries happen in the middle of the court that you worry that it could be something bad. I'm certainly not going to speculate as to what it was. But when it's a non-contact injury, you always worry. And, we just hope that he's okay. Whether or not he's able to continue in the game at this point is secondary. We just hope that, it's not a serious injury and that he's able to recover from whatever it was. And that's back-to-back games now that we've been part of a game where there was a fairly substantial injury sustained by an opposing player. Last week, if you remember, the player from Eric that took a spill and landed on his head and was staggering around the court for a bit. It was pretty scary. He was able to come back into the game. Grice just came out of the locker room with his team, and he's sitting on the end of the bench. He's not shooting around or anything. So my guess is that he is done for the day. And that's unfortunate for the Eagles because he's quite the athlete and is quite the contender. And again, you just hope that it's nothing serious. 21-13 the score here at halftime. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have the second half of Balko Bison basketball here from Anchor D Arena in Goodwell, Oklahoma. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, last week a kid from Eric went up for a block at the buzzer, and number 00 took the shot, and the guy landed on his shoulder and then flipped over and landed on his head. It was awful. Like, it was bad. It was spectacular.
They did not play the rest of that game.
He actually came back in the second half. Yeah, he came back in the game. It was unbelievable. After it happened, he got up and he was like he was all over the court. And I'm just like, that dude is incredible. And he came back in the game. I'm like, dude.
Did Coach Regier contact Iowa State for that?
What?
Did Coach Regier contact Iowa State?
I don't think so.
I know Tryon's brother, Bodie, tore his ACL.
Yep, what's that family?
That family.
Mason is from that family.
I'll find it for you later. I got it on video. It was an ugly ball.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell on the campus of Panhandle State University. Once again, a very nice facility here in Goodwell. It will be Goodwell basketball, it looks like, to start the second half. The officials met with both coaches at center court, apparently to discuss the protesting between them. They were very free with the technical fouls in the first game, and I would imagine they were telling them, look, we will become free with them here in the second half as well. So Goodwell will inbound on the far sideline, going left to right across your screen. Balko going right to left. Inbounding into the backcourt, and Jordan Boley has the ball walking slowly across the timeline. Being guarded very loosely by Braxton Fowler, has the ball, picks it up, passes down into the paint. Ben Schreiner starting in the second half, replacing Tryon Grice, who again is out with injury. Schreiner being guarded by Mulberry, passing it out of bounds. to no one in particular, and it will be Balko basketball. 7:43 to go here in the third quarter. Just a few seconds into the start of the second half. Fowler inbounding it is deflected twice and out of bounds. Ball remains with Balko. They will inbound in front of the Goodwell bench. Goodwell has been extremely aggressive on inbounding plays. Their inbound defense is incredible, and that's something that is to be commended. They're a well-disciplined team. They don't buy fakes, and they just are doing an excellent job of disrupting, which is exactly what you want. Logan Taylor with the ball, passes it over to Cole Cowan, down to Adam Creason. Creason over the top of Schreiner is up and good. Basket is good by Adam Creason. Creason now with 6 points. And it's a 6-point ball game, 21-15. 7:15 to go here in the first half. Into the front court. Now down to the free throw line, over to the free throw line, extended, driving into the paint, and over Mulberry. The shot misses everything. Cowan with the rebound, long inbound pass to Logan Taylor. Taylor gets it. The layup is up and no good. Creason missing. Long rebound coming the other way now for Goodwell. The 1-on-3 jumper by Abel Espino is good. Espino did not have numbers. He did not care. He took the shot and made it anyway. So 7 points for Espino, and it's now 23-15. 6:40 to go here in the first half. Cowan with the ball, driving into the paint. Over 3 Eagle players. The shot is good. And a foul. Basket good for Cole Cowan. And the foul is on Jordan Boley. That is his third personal foul. So they'll want to keep an eye on that. Cole Cowan now with 4 points with the bonus fourth coming. One shot for Cole Cowan. Free throw from Cowan is on the way and good, and he knew it was good too before it even got there. 23-18 the score now. 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Coming across the timeline, Christian Galcine with the ball, being guarded by Fowler, driving up to the free throw line, extended pass over to the wing, now driving into the paint, and cross-court pass to Boley. Boley with the ball, back now, deflected away, and stolen by the Bison. Coming back, Adam Creason with the ball, saves it into Logan Taylor. Taylor back to Cole Cowan. Cowan with the ball, being guarded closely by the Bish, driving into the lane. The shot is up and good! Another basket good for Cole Cowan, who now has 7 points. Foul on Kyle Franklin. That's his first personal. We have a timeout on the court by Goodwell. 6:07 left to go here in the third quarter with the score. Goodwell 23, Balko 18. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment.
I've just been following that. It's just easier. It's right there.
Except it's delayed.
Welcome back to Anchor Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. 23-20, your score favor Goodwell. A nice start to the third quarter. Coach Regere's got to love the aggression that he's seeing from his guys here to start the second half. Cole Cowan at the line once again. Cowan starting like a man possessed. Free throw is on the way and good. Cowan now the leading scorer for Balko with 8 points, and it's 23-21. Across the timeline as Galcine passes over to Espino. Espino being guarded by Fowler, passes over now to the wing, and Boley. Boley passes it off again to Galcine, back up to, into the paint now is Franklin, and the ball is stolen, or they're going to call it tie possession. Possession arrow going to Balko, and the Bison will take over with a chance to tie or take the lead. 5:48 to go here in the third quarter. Double team in the backcourt. Fowler has the ball back over to Cowan. Cowan fakes the pass this time, drives past, and that's something that we didn't see in the first half was Goodwell buying those fakes, passing 2 defenders, 3 defenders. Shot is blocked and recovered by Goodwell. Nice defensive effort there by Kyle Franklin. And coming quickly the other way, and all the way in, shot is blocked by Mulberry. Nice drive by Espino, and the shot was blocked by Mulberry. Looks like both teams have kind of settled down the nerves a little bit, and now we have some fun, clean basketball. Just get a little chippy there in the second quarter. Gustine with the ball, pass it back over. Now the three-pointer from the wing is in and out. Rebounded by Cowan. Cowan double-teamed on the baseline. Triple team, quadruple team. Pass up to Fowler. Fowler with the ball, waits for Cowan. Cowan has the ball. Walking it across the timeline now, being guarded very closely. Braxton Fowler with the ball to Logan Taylor. Logan Taylor thought about the three, thought better of it, passes over to Cowan. Cowan being guarded closely. Logan Taylor wide open three, in and out, and bang! First basket for Logan Taylor, and the first lead of the game for the Bison, 24-23, 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. Responsatory three-pointer is no good, rebounded by Cowan. Balko coming back quickly, coming back slowly the other way. Mulberry with the ball, being hit all over the place, no call. Again, they're just going to let him play. Creason with the strong layup, no good, rebounded by Goodwell, and we are really starting to get, they're definitely just letting him play at this point. They're not going to, the referees have swallowed their whistles here. That's all I'm going to say. There's probably 5 fouls that could have been called that haven't. Shot off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound for Goodwell. Pass over to Schreiner, who wasn't quite ready for it, and the ball is stolen. And we have a foul call. Foul on Goodwell. I didn't see the number, maybe 22. I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay, so the foul is on Abel Espino. That is his third personal foul. Both teams kind of catching their breath here at the halfway point of the third quarter. Fowler with the ball being double-teamed in the backcourt. Long pass deflected into the backcourt and stolen by Goodwell. Coming back the other way is Franklin. Franklin with the ball. Fowler poked away at it, did not get it. Goodwell retains possession. Espino with the ball. Cross-court pass to Boley. Boley's three-pointers off the front of the iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Being guarded closely, deflected, out of bounds. It will be Goodwell's basketball. Subbing into the game is Mason Romju for Braxton Fowler. Man, this is getting to be aggressive, and you have to worry at this point that it may turn into excessive chippiness because it's really getting physical on the floor. The refs are letting them play. Driving into the lane, the shot, free throw line shot is up and no good. Offensive rebound off the glass and good for Kyle Franklin. 4 points for Kyle Franklin. Long pass to Mulberry. Mulberry up to Creason. Creason driving into the lane. The shot floater is around the rim, no good. Rebound by Creason, gets his own. The shot is no good and a foul. They'll call a foul on maybe Kyle Franklin? No, the foul is on Jordan Boley. That's his fourth personal foul. Yeah, that's his fourth personal foul. And so that's something that they're definitely going to watch. First free throw from Creason is off the back iron and no good. Subbing into the game for Goodwell is Jaden Harold. Creason would love to have that one back. 25-24 the score, favor Goodwell. 3:01 left to go. Second free throw is up and good. We are now tied. Creason now with 7 points. And it's 25-25, 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Driving into the lane. Loses control of it, but passes back out, saves it. And the free throw line floater is good. A beautiful floater by Abel Espino. And for Espino, that's 9 points. Logan Taylor going through the triple team, driving the floater for him is off, gets his own rebound. Rebounds it all the way back out, or passes it all the way back out to the circle. Cowan fakes the three, goes up, and he's grabbed by Abel Espino. And for Espino, that's his fourth personal foul. So now a little bit of foul trouble building for the Eagles. Okay, the official score says 3 fouls for him. So we'll go with that. Cowan looking to inbound underneath his own basket. Inbound to Creason. Creason with the ball over the double team. Off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Again, no good. Rebound. Fought for. Got by Ramju. Ramju into Mulberry. Mulberry fights with the double team. And the floater is. And they call an offensive foul on Mulberry. So the offensive foul on Mulberry. That's his third personal foul. And is that the first team foul on Balko in the second half? That is the first team foul for Balko in the second half. All right, 2:15 left to go here in the third quarter. 27-25, Goodwell your score. And what started out as a frenetic game is now kind of turned into a slog. Ball was blocked out of bounds by Mulberry. Will remain with Goodwell. 2:06 left to go here in the third quarter. Galcine to inbound, does so to Ramirez. Ramirez with the ball being guarded loosely by Creason. Cross-court pass. Up now to Espino. Espino back over to Galcine. Galcine with the ball being guarded by Taylor. Now into the paint. And Kyle Franklin, the turnaround jumper for Franklin is good. Kyle Franklin very quietly having a good game. 6 points. 29-25. Free throw line jumper from Logan Taylor is good. 5 points for Logan Taylor, 2-point ball game. 29-27, 90 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Another free throw line jumper is around the rim and good from Kyle Franklin. And Franklin is no longer quietly having a good game. He's just having a good game. And it's turned into a game of horse now between Logan Taylor and Kyle Franklin, as Logan Taylor's jumper is good from 16 feet. Shot is blocked by Mulberry. Rebounded by Cowan. Cowan, long up-court pass to Taylor. Taylor, good, off the glass. Logan Taylor is on fire now. 9 points for Taylor. And we are tied at 31 with 56 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. So timeout, Goodwell. We will stay here. 56 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 31-31. And this game is high for entertainment value. There may not be a lot of points on the board, but this is one of the most entertaining games I've seen in a long, long time. This is terrific. And the officials, like I said, are letting them. They're letting them play. There are a lot of things that they could be calling for fouls that they're not, and then sometimes it seems like what they are calling is inconsequential, one way or the other. And again, they're doing a good job as far as being equitable on the calls. It's not like they're being just terribly biased one way or the other. It's just they're letting a lot of stuff go, and that's good for entertainment value. The only concern is you just don't want to see anybody get hurt in a setting like that. Goodwell bringing the ball as Galcine jogs it across the timeline. Has the ball now over to the wing. Pass deflected out of bounds, and it will be a turnover. Subbing into the game for Goodwell is Ben Schreiner coming back into the game. And I guess the officials overturned each other. And so they're going to say the ball was deflected out of bounds. So it will be Goodwell basketball with 43 seconds. Inbounding into the front court. Cross-court pass stolen by Creason. And knocked out of bounds. Creason and Taylor both went for the ball, and they fought it away from each other. So it will be Goodwell ball now on the near sideline. Inbounding it, Abel Espino with the ball, and they call a foul on Logan Taylor. That's going to be Taylor's second personal foul, the second team foul. And they're going to bring in Braxton Fowler to replace Logan Taylor. So Goodwell basketball, 38 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Tie ball game. Christian Galcine with the ball passes it over to Ramirez. Ramirez with the ball dribbling around Ramju over to the three-point line. The shot is good. by Abel Espino. And for Espino, he now has 12 points, is the leading scorer in this ballgame. 34-31, the score favor Goodwell. Cowan with the ball at the circle, 10 seconds left to go, being guarded very closely. Backing down Galcine. Looks to go for the shot, three-pointer, and he's fouled on the shot. So Cole Cowan will be at the line to shoot three as Christian Galcine commits the foul. That's his first personal foul. And a technical foul on Abel Espino. So there will be 5 free throws coming to Balko now. And for Espino, that'll be his 4th foul. Well, I guess it's not a Did they call it? I thought they did. First free throw for Cowan, misses everything. So Cowan looking to shake that one off. Normally a very reliable free throw shooter. The first one went begging. Second free throw is on the way, off the front iron and no good. Subbing into the game for Goodwell is Jaden Harrell. 2.4 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Officials trying to figure out what's going on here. Looks like one more shot for Balko. There was no technical foul. I guess the foul was just on Espino. The third free throw for Cowan is around the rim and good. Okay, so I guess there was a technical foul then. Okay. And now Braxton Fowler is at the line for Balko to shoot 2 free throws. Fowler's first free throw is good, and that will be Braxton's first point of the game. 34-33 favor Goodwell, 2.4 left to go. Second free throw on the way from Fowler is good. So we are tied at 34, 2.4 seconds left to go. And it will be Balko basketball in the front court with 2.4 seconds left to go. This has the potential to be a massive swing for the Bison. So 3 free throws made plus the ball. Long inbound is stolen by Goodwell. Coming back the other way, the shot from midcourt at the buzzer is short and no good. And we are tied at 34 after 3. So we're going to come back for the fourth quarter, and we're going to be right back where we started this whole thing. 34-34 your score. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment.
I saw, Tony Parker got a big fight with one day and Tim Duncan like did something like that. He's like grabbing onto the shirt. It's like, I'll show it to you later. It was awesome. They're all the same person. Wonder Woman, they're all the same person.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell in what is a very exciting game. 34-34 going into the fourth quarter. Goodwell with the ball now into the front court. Christian Galcine with the ball passes over to Victor Ramirez. Ramirez back to Galcine back to Espino, over now to the free throw line extended, and Franklin with the ball being guarded by Taylor, deflected out of bounds, and it will be Balko basketball. Nice defense by Taylor on that play. Cole Cowan signaling for Balko to come back. It's like, I'm not getting double teamed back here again. Cowan gets the ball, being guarded closely by Jaden Harold, driving into the front court, has the ball now. Fights through the double team, pass over now to Logan Taylor. Taylor with the ball being guarded on the wing by Espino. One-on-one long three-pointer from Taylor. Bang! Logan Taylor with a long three-pointer, and very quietly, Logan Taylor has 12 points in this game. I never would have guessed that. 37-34, Balko, 7:10 left to go here in the ball game. Double team out on the top of the wing, pass over, and it's stolen by Creason. Creason driving in, does not have numbers, drives around, the layup is up and good! Adam Creason, 9 points for Creason, and timeout Goodwell, and it's going to be a full timeout. 39-34, favor Balko, 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. That I can borrow? Okay, welcome back to Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell. 39-34, the score favor Balko, which has been in a game that's been a massive turnaround. It was 21-9 at one point, and ever since then, Balko has outscored Goodwell 30-13 since that point. Goodwell to inbound on the far sideline in the backcourt. Jordan Boley bringing the ball slowly across the timeline. Balko in a 2-1-2 zone. Boley being guarded now by Fowler. Passes it up to Ramirez. Ramirez has the ball over to, thank you. Passes the ball now over to Boley. Boley with the three-pointer. Around the rim, no good. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Goodwell. Gets Mulberry off his feet, does the jumper, and the ball is stuck. So the ball's stuck, and so it'll be a tie possession. Possession arrow favor Balko. Bison will take over possession. 6:32 to go here in the ball game. Fowler to inbound underneath his own basket, gets to Cowan. Cowan double teamed over to Fowler, who's also double teamed. Up to Logan Taylor. Logan Taylor, it's a one-on-one foot race. Layup is off the glass and good. Logan Taylor with 14 points. And it's now a 7-point lead for the Bison with 6:15 to go here in the ballgame. Fowler on defense. Nice defense by Fowler. Dribbles into Mulberry. Ball is deflected away. Picked up by the Eagles. Boley with the ball. Pass up now to the top of the key. Galcine with the ball. Pass back over to Boley. Boley driving in. Shot over. Cowan is off the back iron. No good. Picked up by Creason. By Cowan. Cowan long court pass. Three-pointer from Taylor. Bang! Logan Taylor with 17 points. Timeout Goodwell. It's a 10-point Bison lead. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell. 44-34 your score favor Balko. The Bison are on a 35-11 run since the midway point of the second quarter. Goodwell inbounding, and they're a dangerous team. They're capable of scoring a ton of points in a hurry, so this game is far from over. Galcine with the ball over in the corner, passes it to Boley. Boley being guarded now, dishes it down into the paint. Double team coming, passes it off now. Over to the free throw line, extended the long three-point shot from Espino was off the iron. No good, rebounded by Fowler. Over to Mulberry. Mulberry with the ball, hands it to Cowan. Cowan bringing the ball slowly up the court. 5:23 to go in the ball game. Cowan met at the timeline by Boley. Pass over to Creason. Over to Logan Taylor. Taylor's three-pointer off the front iron. No good. Rebound by Schreiner, and Goodwell coming quickly back the other way. Espino with the ball driving across the court. Passes it to Galcine. Galcine over to Boley. Now down into the paint. Against Mulberry. The shot is off the bottom of the iron and no good. Creason with the rebound. Over to Cowan. Cowan coming back quickly, and he is fouled in the backcourt by Ben Schreiner. Schreiner with his second personal foul. 7th team foul, and Balko will be shooting 1-1. I was just about to say that it had been a while since there were any foul calls because the game was kind of starting to get a little bit of flow to it, but I almost spoke too soon. 4:51 left to go here in the ballgame. Cole Cowan at the line shooting 1-1. Cowan 3 for 5 from the line so far, 9 points in this game. Front end of the 1-1 is on the way, and good. Cowan in double figures now with 10 points. 45-34 the score. 4:51 in the ball game. The bonus now coming for Cowan. Shot is on the way around and good. 11 points for Cole Cowan as he sinks both free throws. 12-point lead now for Balko, 46-34, and that run just continues to mount for the Bison. Into the paint, pass now over to Galcine. Galcine's three-pointers off the front iron. No good, rebounded by Creason. Deflected out of bounds, and it will be Balko basketball. 4:38 to go in the ball game. Goodwell with a full court press. Fowler looking to inbound, does so to Cowan. Cowan gets the ball, breaks the press, waits for something. Not sure what happened, but he dribbles it across the timeline, drives all the way into the paint. Over to Creason. Creason fakes the three, drives into the lane. The shot is off the front iron. No good. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up through the double team around the rim. No good. And rebounded by Goodwell. Nice dribbling by Ben Schreiner to get through the traffic. Coming all the way through into the front court. Dribbles around Fowler. The turnaround is all around the rim and no good. Gets his own rebound. And passes out of bounds to Balko. 4:10 to go in the ball game. And all of the bounces that were going Goodwell's way in the first half are no longer going their way, and Balko seems to be now getting the benefit of a lot of those lucky bounces. 4:05 to go. Fowler brings the ball up to the timeline, deflected, but straight to Cole Cowan. Cowan with the ball being guarded in the front court by Boley. Very closely being watched. Long pass over to Fowler. Fowler at the free throw line extended. Calls for the pass, dribbles through a double team. Ball is loose on the ground, picked up by Goodwell, and he missed someone wide open in the front court. Boley driving into the lane. The shot around the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up, misses, but it was fouled. Balko foul on Cole Cowan. That's his first personal foul. Just the third team foul, though, here in the second half. So plenty of fouls to give. We have a timeout for Balko. 3:38 to go in the ball game. 46-34 your score. Favor the Bison. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment.
kid's a good player. I hate to see that. Wonder how differently this game would have gone if he got to stay in.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. 46-34, your score favor Balko in what has been an unbelievable run by the Bison. 39-13 run for the Bison over the last 20 minutes of game time. At the line for Goodwell is Christian Galcine shooting 2. Galcine with 4 points so far. And you have to wonder how different this game would look if Tryon Grice had been able to stay in it. He was injured halfway through the first quarter on a non-contact injury. It's the first free throw from Galcine is good. Galcine now with 5 points. And you have to wonder how different this game would look if he had not gotten injured, because he was one of those aggressive players that was just going to go get everything. Second free throw from Galcine is around the rim and good. Both free throws are good. Galcine now with 6 points, and it's 46-36, favor Balko. Fowler looking to inbound, does so to Creason. Creason has the ball, hands it off to Cowan. Cowan going slowly, might want to pick it up just a little bit. Over to Creason. Creason with the ball being guarded very closely. Splits the double team. Pass back to Creason. Creason being guarded by Franklin. Drives all the way in. The shot is blocked by Schreiner. Stays inbound. Now coming back the other way for Goodwell. Franklin passes it into the front court, driving into the lane. The 14-foot jumper from Abel Espino is good. And just like that, it's an 8-point lead. Espino with 14 points to pace the Eagles. 3 minutes left to go. And let's remember, this Goodwell team can put up a lot of points in a hurry. So this game is not over. Taylor driving in. Shot is blocked. Mulberry with the rebound. Misses from point-blank range. Ball goes out of bounds to Goodwell. And with 2:47 left to go, it's an 8-point lead, and Goodwell has the ball. You got to wonder what kind of ulcers these two coaches are going to have just after this game. Coming now into the front court is Boley. Over to the free throw line. Franklin's foul line jumper is no good, but an offensive rebound. Franklin gets another 14-foot jumper off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Cowan, is stolen. Franklin again, the jumper over Mulberry off the front iron, no good. A fourth time, and finally he makes it. Kyle Franklin now with 10 points. It's a 6-point game with 2:18. Franklin got 4 shots on that possession. Cowan with the ball brings it into the front court, being double-teamed, pass over to Mulberry. Mulberry goes in, shot is blocked by Schreiner, coming quickly back the other way. Franklin, look, the 3-point shot is off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, turnaround jumper around the rim, and good for Ben Schreiner. Schreiner with 4. It's a 4-point ball game, 1:53 to go in the ball game. Taylor with the ball in the front court now. Cowan with the ball near the circle, being guarded closely by Boley. Pass over to Fowler. Fowler with the ball back up to Taylor. Over to Cowan. Cowan thought about a wide open 3, opted not to take it. Instead chose to kill some clock. High pass to Mulberry. Mulberry with the ball down the block. Shot goes up and good, and he's fouled. 9 points for Peyton Mulberry now. Foul is on Kyle Franklin. That's his second personal foul. So the basket is good. So the bonus forthcoming for Peyton Mulberry, 48-42 with just under 90 ticks to go in the ball game. Free throw from Mulberry is up and good, and Mulberry now has 10 points. He's the third Bison in double figures. 7-point lead for Balko, 1:22 to go. Espino with the ball. 3-pointer from Espino, good. Nice shot by Abel Espino, who has 17 points. We have a timeout for Goodwell. .49-45 the score, favor Balko. 1:14 left to go. And as we said, Goodwell's capable of putting up a lot of points in a hurry, and they have done just that. 10 points in the last 70 seconds of the game to make it now a 7-point lead, or excuse me, a 4-point lead. 49-45. It will be Balko basketball inbounding the full length of the court. Goodwell 3-0 coming into this game. Balko 1-0. Both teams have played Eric, and both teams have defeated Eric. And Eric is a good team, so this should be a good. Well, we expected that this was going to be a good matchup, and it has absolutely delivered. 49-45. Goodwell is out of timeouts now, though, for the rest of the game, and so that may hurt if it comes down to a close possession or a one-possession game at the very end. They are now having to kind of game plan for the rest of the game right now. Balko with a 30 and a 4 remaining here in the ball game. This game has been very entertaining. It's been very physical, and you have to hope that the physicality doesn't come to a head here in the last minute 14. So Braxton Fowler will inbound underneath his or on his baseline. He can move around. Fowler with the ball, inbounds it to Cowan. Cowan double teamed immediately. Pass back to Fowler. Fowler with the ball. Cowan with it, rushing to cross the timeline, and does so with 1:05 left to go. Creason with the ball, being guarded by Boley. 1 minute left to go. Cowan with the ball. Creason with the ball, has it deflected away. And timeout called by Balko. Goodwell arguing that Creason crossed back over the timeline. I didn't think that Creason ever crossed the timeline, but there's a lot of people arguing that he did. Referee said he didn't. Balko called timeout. Full timeout for the Bison. We're going to take it with them. 52.9 seconds left to go in this very exciting ball game. Balko 49, Goodwell 45. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment.
That's what I hope. It's been too good a game for a team to fight.
Well, I just know somebody's going to start yelling at that.
I'm sure there'll be some yelling. I just hope nobody throws a punch.
You never know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, hey, we're cool. Hey, I'm Balko, you're good, well, we're cool. Hey, hey.
We're up here running the way.
Yeah, no, we'll let them do whatever they're gonna do. We're fine. Yeah, we're cool.
.9 seconds left to go here at Anchor D Arena in a very exciting game in Goodwell. 49-45 the score. Favor Balko. Adam Creason inbounding on the near sideline, looking, and does so to Mulberry, who's wide open in the paint. The layup is good for Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry now at 12 points. 51-45, 41 seconds left to go. Galsine with the ball, passes back up to Boley. Boley driving into the paint. Ball is deflected out of bounds to Goodwell. 35.8 to go. Eagles will inbound underneath their own basket. Balko leading by 6. Christian Galsine inbounding. 14-foot jumper is good by Ben Schreiner. So Schreiner now with 6 points. Foul given in the backcourt to Kyle Franklin. That's his third personal foul. And at the line for Balko is Cole Cowan shooting 2 free throws. Cowan with 11 points so far in this game. Is 4 for 6 from the line tonight. First free throw is up on the way, and it is good. Second free throw from Cowan's off the back iron. No. Rebounded by the Eagles. Running quickly the other way. 23 seconds left to go. Franklin into the front court. Shot is blocked by Creason. Rebounded by Taylor. And Taylor mugged underneath the basket. 51-47. I thought it was already 51-47. We have a foul on Franklin. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. At the line, shooting a double bonus for Balko is Logan Taylor. Logan Taylor, who's been red hot here in the second half with 17 points, will be at the line to shoot 2. best case scenario, it's still a 2-possession ballgame, even if he makes both of them. First free throw is on the way, and it is good. 18 points for Taylor, 53-47. So now if he makes this one, it becomes a 3-possession ball game. Second free throw is on the way, and good. Logan Taylor with 19 points. It is a 7-point lead for the Bison with 17 seconds left to go. Quickly into the front court is Galcine. Galcine dribbles around, passes it over. A three-pointer from Boley is off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Goodwell. Putback is no good, but is fouled by Mulberry on the shot. And that'll be 4 fouls on Peyton Mulberry. But that's not necessarily the worst thing for Balko. 2 free throws with 7 seconds left to go really doesn't do a whole lot. Ben Schreiner at the line to take those free throws for Balko. You have to wonder if this is going to be an intentional miss situation for Schreiner on the second one in hopes of getting an offensive rebound. First free throw for Schreiner is off the back iron and no good, and so now it doesn't matter what the second free throw does. Schreiner's second free throw is up off the side of iron, no good, but there was a lane violation on Cole Cowan. So he will get another second shot with 7.5 seconds left to go. A second shot. Yeah, follow that logic. If you're listening to this at home, my abject apologies. Schreiner's second shot is off the front iron, no good, rebounded by Creason. And I think they're just going to be content to run the clock out, but no. We have a foul on Jordan Boley, and for Boley, that will be his 5th personal foul. So Boley is fouled out of the game with 4 points, and it seemed like he was much more active than that. I figured surely he would have had more than 4 points. He was a really good ball distributor in this game, though. Did a really good job of finding the open people. 4.6 seconds left to go. Adam Creason at the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is on the way and good. And Creason now has 10 points. And he's the 4th Bison in double figures. Second free throw is also good. It's 57-46 with 3 seconds left to go into the front court. Wide open three-pointer is no good, and that's the ball game with Balko beating Goodwell by a score of 56-47. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the synopsis of this game. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment.
Oh, no, I think that if he had been able to stay in the game, I think it would have been really, really different. Because you're already down the starter, right? Because Quintana was out. So, yeah. And that makes a difference.
There's a little difference.
Yeah, no, they were letting a lot of stuff go. I don't think I'd have let it go that much. I get
It would have gone different if they would have called.
yes, maybe, because then it comes down to free throws, and Balko was actually doing really well on the free throws. So I don't know. I don't know. I think Tryon being out made 100% of the difference. I really do. And I sincerely hope that he's okay. That like he can play moving
Yeah, I
forward.
saw him walking out.
You never know.
That's good. Yeah, I hope it's not serious.
I think he was like throwing up outside or something.
That's not good.
It's probably just a concussion.
Well, that just went out. No, it was a leg injury. It was a leg injury.
Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison have defeated the Goodwell Eagles by a score of 56-47. A balanced attack for the Goodwell Eagles, led by Abel Espino, off the bench. No, he wasn't off the. He was a starter. But Abel Espino was 17 points. Kyle Franklin had 10. Ben Schreiner had 6 coming off the bench. Christian Gaucine had 6. Jordan Boley had 4. And Tryon Grice had 4 early points, and then he got injured early in the game. And one of those non-contact injuries that you hate to see happen to anyone ever. It was bad, and we certainly wish that young man well and hope that he's okay. For Balko, Logan Taylor had 19 points to lead 4 Bison in double figures, and he was on fire in the second half. 15 of those 19 points coming in the second half. Peyton Mulberry had 12 points. Cole Cowan had 12 points, and Adam Creason had 11 points. The only other Bison to score in the game was Braxton Fowler, who had 2 points, and those coming on a technical foul in the third quarter. So you put everything together, and it adds up to a 56-47 victory for the Balko Bison. We're going to go ahead and sign off now. We wish everybody a very pleasant good evening. And until next time, this is David Vaughn reminding you that no amount of success can compensate for failure in the home. Make sure that you let your family know each and every single day just how much you love them. Until next time, take care, and God bless.